We got A.J. Brown. We know that Philadelphia is looking to move this guy. He's been a headache in the locker room. It's tough to trade the guy coming off of a Super Bowl win, which is why he probably didn't get moved last year. He's probably been someone that they were looking to move the last couple of seasons, just in terms of the issues between him and Jalen Hurts, the issues between him and the head coach, the antics, the money that's tied up in him. And we know that the Rams were looking to acquire Mike Evans. So does this make sense, Troy? Are they looking? Have you heard any rumors about the Rams looking to acquire AJ Brown and make that trade? That might be tough though, because both the Eagles trading to another NFC team that's at the top of the echelon there, that's looking to make the Super Bowl and compete with them. That's a tough one to understand. Whereas you could see them trading outside of the conference. So, is this going to happen? Do you think it's going to happen? How bad do you want it to happen?
Yeah, I actually think you hit it perfectly. That ending point there was why are the Eagles going to trade him to the Rams? If you're talking about, hey, maybe we want to trade him to the Bills, okay, I could possibly see that happening. But I also think the big one here is money. Like you also pointed out there, is I have a little note here that says AJ Brown pre June 1st was owed $40 million. So if they were to have traded AJ Brown by June 1st, the Eagles would still owe him $40 million because it's a guaranteed contract. If he's traded post June 1st, the Eagles then will save $7 million in cap room. So they have no incentive to trade AJ Brown anywhere within the next 2 months, which is why I don't think anything did happen. Does it make sense for the Rams? I trust Sean McVay to get somebody in line more than probably anybody else in the league. I think we've seen that with some players, especially guys like Odell Beckham Jr. I think that's a perfect example. Kind of a guy that was having some issues off the field, some issues on the field even. He comes in, helps the Rams win a Super Bowl. Now, my only caveat to this is you have Davante Adams.
Yep.
Is A.J. Brown going to want to come in as the third option to start already, knowing he already does have some issues? I think that is where things get interesting, but rumor has it is the Rams were actually talking about including Davante Adams in that trade. So that's where things got a little interesting for me. I was like, damn, man, like Davante's coming off leading the league in touchdowns, right? But then look at the Rams team, they don't really have a guy that can kind of go deep down the field and just get a ball for you late in the game. You could say Puka doesn't do that. Puka's a big yards after catch guy. He's going to take hits for you, which I don't think he should be doing. He's going to run slant routes really well for you. He's just going to be really physical out there. He's going to get you a bunch of yards after the catch. They don't have a guy like AJ Brown. But my only caveat to that is if you're going to trade a lot for AJ Brown, why wouldn't you just try to call up Cincinnati or call up Minnesota and see what it would take to get a guy like Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson? Like, if you really are pushing all of your chips in the middle and saying, look, we know Stafford's only got a year or two left, why wouldn't you go out and try to get one of the better receivers instead of AJ Brown? And I understand money is a situation. I understand that cap space is a situation in the NFL. But why wouldn't you at least try to make these calls and see if you could get those guys? So
I don't disagree.